tuning in for Chitz
and Chatz.
I am Zan Zan, the gamer man.
And I'm ZoZo, the board game girl.
With Overnight Games. Today we are chatting with Matt Ryan from Bezier Games.
Matt, can you tell our viewers who you are and what you do for Bezier?
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. What I do for Bezier Games is I'm actually the trade show manager. So what that means is typically throughout the year, I get to travel around and go to all the conventions and shows and get to teach people our games and show them all of our new stuff coming out for the year and hopefully get them excited about it.
Are there any kinds you are really bummed to miss out on due to COVID?
Yeah, I miss going to the conventions a lot because one of the neat things about going to these conventions are you make a lot of good friends. So I'm sure you guys know playing games with people is a great way to turn those people into friends. I'm sure you guys have made lots of friends board gaming, right?
Yeah.
So that's how I feel when I go to conventions, is that's where I make a lot of my friends. That's why I get to hang out with these people who do my same job for other companies or people who just really enjoy our games. And I get to connect with them and we get to become friends. So I miss a lot of them. I'd say probably one of my bigger ones I miss is Origins. And that's just because I'm from Columbus, Ohio. So every time I get to go to Origins, I get to see all of my friends from Ohio because I live in Knoxville, Tennessee now to work for Bezier.
Oh. That's interesting.
Today we are here to talk about new releases for Bezier Games. I'm excited for Whistle Mountain. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Whistle Mountain has something really, really neat. So you're going to be using airships. You guys like airships? Those kind of cool? Yeah, so you're going to have these airships and you're going to be using those to go around the map and collect resources. And as you're collecting these resources, you're going to use them to also build machines. And so your airships can visit these machines to collect additional resources and try to build more things and collect more victory points. But you have to be careful because as you're building these big, heavy machines in the valley, you're going to start to flood the valley. And so as the valley starts to flood, the end game gets really, really fast. So you're going to be playing... It has a really smooth flow until someone starts filling the valley with water. And then when the water starts, you have to really, really get quick and try to think strategy to try to win the game. It's very, very cool.
I'm excited about Maglev Metro. Matt, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Maglev Metro is a really, really cool title. Because you're going to be rebuilding the subway systems in a city. The first side of the map's going to be Berlin, and then the other side of the map's going to be Manhattan. And so you're pretty much going to take their subways and their train systems, and you're going to rip them up, and you're going to be building new magnetic levitation rails, which are like super fast, super efficient trains. And so as you're building these trains, you're going to be trying to move passengers to all the different places they want to go to gain your points. But to be able to do all these different actions, you're going to have to collect some robots. And so you're going to have a cool little scoreboard. I have one of those right here, and you're going to try to fill the middle with robots to get actions to deliver your passengers for points.
No, that looks like a cool game.
Yeah, it's really neat, and I'll show you the other neat thing. So let's say the three of us were playing, and we were all trying to build out of the same city. And so the first player could build, and they could, let's say they're blue. Which one of you guys wants to say you're blue? All right, so we'll say you're blue. All right, and then the next player will be green.
Me.
So we'll say you're green. There you go, perfect. But look, he didn't block you because you can take your train another direction. And then, of course, me, I'll go third. And I can go the same place as you, but also these tiles are transparent, so we can all see where our maps are going, even if they're going different directions. And it's going to end up looking like it. Yeah, what do you think about that?
That's cool. So you can so it depends. So this seems like Dad would love this game because in Ticket to Ride, he likes Ticket to Ride, and when we play that, all he ever likes to do is block me. That's all he ever does. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of good because in this game, even if you're building different routes like that, he couldn't block you. You guys can go all up and around each other, so you still can get to the places you want to go and get those points.
Oh, and this one
you can still have a chance to do. Nope, yeah, because you can just play on top of the tiles, and that's why it's so cool that they're transparent, is he won't be able to block you when you play this one.
Sweet. Because that's why I always get second place. Because he keeps blocking me.
Well, now it sounds like you can get first place in Maglev Metro. You're going to have to take him on head-to-head for that one.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard.
And you have Maglev Metro right behind you.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, I have the box art. Absolutely, I do. It's one of my favorites right now. We've been playing it a lot.
Talking of games behind you, there's Silver behind you. And we've been playing the Silver app, and we both love the Werewolf universe. We need to talk about Silver Coin. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as you guys know, in the Werewolf universe, there's all kinds of shady characters. So we kind of put all these characters onto cards and turned this into a completely different sort of game. It's a card game. And so what you're doing is, as you're playing in this card game, you're trying to get the lowest score in front of yourself.
Oh,
so
kind of
all the
like
cards will
Silver.
have a
Kind
number.
of like Silver, how you want the lowest score.
Exactly. And so as you're trying to get that low score in front of yourself, you're going to also call. And the thing that's unique about this one is you get the silver coin if you call and you're correct. And it's this cool little coin that comes in the box. And once you get it in front of yourself, you can flip it to turn one of your cards face up or face down, or you can use it to turn one of your opponent's cards face up or face down.
Oh, so it's
in
pretty
silver,
much
that can be a big advantage.
So it's pretty much just like Silver, but the difference is that it's played differently, but it seems like they're based on each other. They're played the same way, at least.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the cool thing, is similar to the one-night games, which you guys know, because I know you guys are one-night fans. You can take some of the cards from the expansions and you can mix and match them and put together your favorite. You'll be able to do the same thing with Silver. So the more games of Silver that you have, you can mix and match them and put them together to build your ideal set of cards. So you'll see cards that you've seen in Silver as decks of cards.
Oh, so it's like Silver, how you can do two of the cards, so you can trade in two of the cards for one of the cards.
Exactly right. You're exactly right. You got it. Now, talking about one night, tell me a little bit about that painting you guys have behind yourself. That's kind of cool.
Okay, so my mom painted this for
Your birthday?
Christmas. For
I
Christmas.
thought it was your birthday.
It was Christmas. And
That's amazing.
pins in it.
Yeah, you can.
It looks
put pins in it.
exactly like the one night.
Yeah.
I know, she's quite an artist. I love that. That's beautiful.
And the coolest thing is, sorry, can I see this guy? The coolest thing is, it depends on where you put the pin, because you can make the wolf look extremely evil.
Oh, with the red-eye wolf, that is intimidating. That would scare me for sure in a game. So
Yeah.
what's your guys' favorite roles in One Night? It says big One Night fans. You got to tell me what your favorite roles to play are.
Mine is the Tanner.
Mine
'Cause I
is
can
the troublemaker. What's yours?
I am going to have to say I'm a big Tanner fan. I have to say the Tanner, because my
Go.
favorite part when you're the Tanner, when you win, everybody else loses. You're the only winner. So you get to rub it in everyone's face. And it's hard to be the only winner in One Night, so it's fun to have that chance.
Yeah, I really like doing that. But the problem is you don't get to choose. You have to.
That's true. You don't get to pick. You gotta have a luck
Yeah,
of the
because if
draw
I had
on
to
that one
pick, I'd
for
pick
sure.
Tanner most of the times. And I usually end up as the villager most of the times. And that's, you don't really get to do nothing. So you can kind of just go and do random stuff.
You gotta decide who you trust, and I'll tell you that's very important. Is deciding who you trust enough to vote on them, because the vote's super important.
Yeah, because the vote's the person who eliminates. So because you could make it could be a tie, and then if you vote, you could actually make it so the actual werewolf dies, not the Tanner.
Exactly. So even as a villager, you still have a very important job.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who should we kill? Like, it's definitely not me. So,
All right. Do you guys
our
have some
friend
more
Chris
questions?
Goodlet told us you recently had a baby. Congratulations. What game are you most excited to introduce to her?
Oh yeah, I did. She's 6 months old and her name is Evie. And I'm not sure. I've thought about it a little bit, and I imagine it'll have to be a Haba game, because Haba does really, really good games for younger people.
For children.
Yeah. So I thought maybe a good Haba game that's probably pretty easy, but I definitely want to get her started early.
I can't find. Oh yeah, we have Boom Bang Gold from Habbo, but I'm looking for other Habbo games. I don't think we have very many.
All in this.
Oh, they're all there. Okay.
I say you just have games so many places. It's hard to keep track sometimes. I understand.
Yep. Speaking of super awesome games, Matt, what is your favorite board game made by Bezier Games and not made by Bezier Games?
Oh, that is an excellent question. That's a very excellent question. So, my favorite game made by Bezier Games is actually Castles of Mad King Ludwig. And I like it because it's kind of cool. You build a castle in front of yourself and you build it room by room with all these different shaped rooms. And you get special bonus points depending on how you put it together. And so I think that's a fun challenge for your brain to try to piece and part together this really, really cool thing. And then at the end, you get to look at it, and even if you don't win, you still feel pretty cool about it. And then my favorite game that's not from Bezier Games would probably be Clank in Space. And the big reason for that is I like dungeon crawlers, and I also like deck builders. And it kind of does the best of both worlds, and enough cheesy jokes on the cards that keep me very entertained.
Yeah,
Which one out of the two do you like better?
Oh, that'd be a hard one. If I had to be trapped on a desert island with one, I would definitely say Castles.
Castles. Okay. We've played Clank, but we've played the normal Clank, but we haven't played Clank in Space yet.
Yeah, I like Clank in Space a lot. Like, I love Clank. It was fun, but Clank in Space, I think, definitely has a lot of neat little things that I think you guys would enjoy if you get a chance.
Yeah. We got this choice. What are we gonna do? Clank Legacy or Pandemic Legacy? So we decided to get Pandemic Legacy. We haven't played it yet, but we're doing this thing where all four of us get to pick a game and we gotta play it. Oh, we played. Mom picked Hero Quest, so we played one round of that. And
that's a good one. That's a really good one. What'd you think of that?
I really liked it. I got
long.
I got 100 and I got 186 coins. I'm saving it up so I can get the longsword. Or not the longsword,
right.
the crossbow. The crossbow is what I meant.
So what else have you done?
Oh, we have gone and we have been playing what's it called? Zoe, what's the other game that we play on the phone and stuff? We play.
I don't remember.
What's the name?
Suburbia?
No, the other one.
Suburbia.
Yes, Suburbia.
But
we
don't know how.
Yeah, we don't know how to play it. Can you tell us how to play? Because we have no idea.
Yeah, Suburbia is really cool. So there's a couple of really good how-to YouTube videos specifically for the app that you can check out. But essentially what you're going to be doing is you're building a little city in front of yourself.
I don't know if it's little. I've seen.
Yeah, you can make it bigger and stuff. But as you're building the city in front of yourself, you have different tiles that will do really well next to each other. Because if you have like a bunch of houses next to a restaurant, that's going to get you bonus points. But if you have a bunch of houses next to like a landfill, that's going to get you bad points because nobody wants to live next to a landfill. They'd all rather live next to a restaurant. And so you're trying to build the best city with all the best things next to each other. And get the most points. So it's really, really fun because your city is affected by what other people are building in theirs as well.
I think that wraps it up. Thank you, Matt, for sharing all of the new hotness coming out from Bezier Games.
And thanks to everyone who tuned in to watch our first interview. Join us Tuesday for another episode of Chitz
and Chatz. Until next time,
Thanks,
stay
Zan
safe.
Zan. Thanks, ZoZo. It's great
and
talking
stay
to you guys.
happy.
You're welcome.
Can you talk to us a little bit about Ultimate Werewolf Extreme?
Oh, yeah, we almost forgot. Ultimate Werewolf Extreme is their new Kickstarter campaign that's going to be coming from Bezier Games. And it's going to have, it's going to have a lot of the same cool stuff that you've seen in Ultimate Werewolf, but it has some really unique new art. It has some really cool stuff for moderators, so it makes it a lot easier to be a moderator and in a game because it'll make it more comfortable. And it's going to be coming out with a lot of other unique things. So we have the Kickstarter preview page, so go ahead and go there and make sure you get notified. So when it goes live, you get all the cool information because there's a couple other secret things on there I'm not going to talk about, but they'll be coming out when the Kickstarter releases. So keep your eyes peeled for it because it will be extreme.
I will. Zoe better. And Dad
I see them. They're peeled.